Alrighty, what's going on, guys? How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to another trade recap. It is Friday, September 19th, and this I've shown you everything I did this week, and I've been sharing also lots of the setups. I will try to do this, just going back strong on my free Telegram because I had it a little bit forgotten. I had, this actual group right here. I've forgotten a little bit about them, but don't worry. I will continue sending uh, ideas, daily ideas to my free group. So those who want to follow me there, make sure the link is in the description. Check it out. Today, I want to show you again how I close my entire week and show you here what I did. I actually send a setup again, an idea, right? My projection of where I was expecting price to go. However, it was not a signal. It's a projection. It's an idea where I think price is going to go based on my analysis. So I sent this to the free group at 7:30 a.m. So this is before New York session opening, right? 8 a.m. New York time is when New York session opens. So I sent this projection, right? This is what happened yesterday. If you saw my previous trade recap, we talked about these trades I took yesterday. And today, Friday, I had this formation. I had a 4 hour fair value gap that we kind of still respected right here during London. I'll show you once I jump into the chart. So I was projecting this target. I wanted to see price go up again to record highs. Pretty strong. I've been seeing markets pretty strong, strongly bullish throughout the week. So, yep, I decided to take longs today as well. No sells. This is the final projection. You see, so you can see the before at 7:14. However, it was a kind of slow day to be honest, but it did go. It did go there. So you can see right there. That's the before, and this is the after. Right, actually pushed up. So I'm already out of this trade. I'm not letting it. This is just because markets are about to close. And to be honest, I don't want to. I mean, we're just like a couple pips right there to hit the final TP. I don't want to hold this entire. I know probably we might actually open with a bullish gap on Monday, probably, and just hit the TP. But I mean, what the hell? It is the weekend. It's Friday. I close already my position somewhere in here. I'm not gonna hold it. It's because the markets are about to close in an hour and 18 minutes. So it's all right for me. So, anyways, right here, my execution for today was a little weird. Um, I usually, I usually like to wait for 9:30, right? But my students know that I always fail to that. I like a lot of times I actually end up making an entry before 9:30. Why is that? It's because I happen to get a good clean setup. Or at least the market is showing me a good bias, a nice good setup that is forming. Sometimes it doesn't play out, sometimes it does. At the end of the day, is my call. It's my decision. Every trader is different. I don't want to give any excuses, right? It's just whenever I see a really good setup and it fully aligns with my bias in higher time frame, I will take it. If it doesn't play out, man, that's what it is. It's just it was not meant to be, you know. So um, I decided to take this first buy. I entered with a very small lot size, and I actually ended up entering at 7:15, around 7:15 a.m. So it was still London. So by the time I make this entry, it was still London, you know. But look at what's happening in higher time frame. This is what got me right here. You see this 1 hour change in the state of delivery. When the price dropped right here, what time was this? 3 in the morning. So London opening right here. We got pretty deep into this 4 hour. Look at this 4 hour. Look at this. See what I mean? We had consolidated. We had basically an accumulation here for 8 hours. It was moving sideways. These two candles did not do anything. This candle from here swept this entire lows right there, tapped into the 4 hour again, and guess what? retrace all the way back up and close higher. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bullish scenario for a reversal. I could not let this go. I couldn't. Now, what would have happened if I would have waited for 9:30? Look at 9:30 was actually right about there. I probably could have entered my or could have made my first entry right here in this fair value gap. I did enter though, but I was already in since London. I did re-enter. I made another entry right here. So when I decided to enter during London, it was literally like because I had the formation already. I had a change in the state of delivery happening on the 1 hour. Even actually on the 15 minute, you can actually see this last swing move, price closing above. We do have a change in state as well, right? On the 15 minute. And on the 1 hour, it's a bit higher. It's actually right here. Change the state on delivery would be here. So I'm pretty strong. I'm feeling very confident. I love how this 1 hour candle respected this fair value gap right here, right? See, price tapped into it and close above. Boom. We have an immediate close right here, making that change in the state, right? And from there, yeah, I get it. Price started struggling a little bit, and it did end up going to the high. It was actually pulling back, did a pretty big pullback right here, going back to my break even. I was at break even. I'm not gonna lie. I was at break even at first. After price reaching here, I moved my stops to break even. Prices started going way too quick right here. I spotted this fair value gap. I was still seeing respect into this. Then all of a sudden, I thought, hey, wait a minute. When was my first entry? When was it? My first entry was London, right? So when 9:30, when the stock exchange opens, it pushed up directly, right? It's sweeping the high, and all of a sudden it starts actually pulling back. What else can still happen? We probably need to sweep more liquidity. We probably need to sweep to take more liquidity before price continues actually to the upside. I'm not trying to sell, to be honest. I was not interested in looking for sales here. I know price swept this high. S&P, I knew also it was not pushing up yet. Nasdaq was more bullish. In this case, because it was the first one that got to the high, right, to the history high. It was the first one. S&P took a long time to actually get there, right? You can see that. But I decided to move and to just remove my break even. I just left it as it is. You know, I was still I was still feeling more bullish based on what I was seeing in higher time frame, right? What the 1 hour, the 4 hour, I was still pretty bullish. I knew somehow we were gonna be a little choppy here. Probably it's gonna pull back to just to get people out, to do more damage, sweep the liquidity. I know that this low right here, it's very well protected. I knew this was very well protected. Still, there's a risk, but because my week, I was able to at least close a lot better than the previous week right here. I was like, okay, I'm over $1,000 on the week. I mean, come on, let's get it. I actually was risking over. I want to say this one was small. This was the biggest I was risking. So I decided to just don't. I removed both break even and just let it run, let it run. Price came back up, and at this area right here, I was securing again. But you can see, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I did not make anything crazy. You see, I'm not over risking. I'm not looking to blow my account in one single trade. This is pretty much how I trade. Very small. I have I don't trade scared, right? It sucks. Yes, it does. It does suck when market goes against you. It is what it is. But I'm not scared to lose a trade or two or even three trades in a row, because I have sometimes even four trades in a row when I'm a little bit more like stubborn. It doesn't happen all the time though. But anyways, just hope it makes sense. Just wanted to show you the week. If you are watching this actual video and you haven't seen my previous um, trade recaps. Go ahead and watch them. You obviously you're gonna have to go back on the previous what 3 4 videos I made in it during the week. But this is basically it. We're strongly bullish. What do I think? I think price is gonna continue going up next week. Now we'll see what's gonna happen. What reports we're gonna have next week. So I will be posting a video on the weekend. Um, so to get prepared for the upcoming week. So thank you guys for watching. Hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, any doubts, check it out. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to be part of my team, you want to see me trade live, you want to catch these trades with me, just go ahead and check out my website, teamprofitsfx.com. I am offering a lifetime mentorship. You guys can join. And again, just be part of my team forever. You get my course. It's everything based right now on ICT. However, the course that you're going to get there, it also includes SMC and ICT. All right. Hope it makes sense. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.